नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। भगवद्गीता अध्याय 2 श्लोक 69। या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जाग्रति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः। The main topic under discussion is Sthitaprajna Lakshanani. Now Bhagavan is talking about one more quality of a Sthita Prajna, one more feature of a Sthita Prajna. He is free from karma. Vidushaha karma sambhavaha. For a jnani, there is no karma. And to convey this, Bhagavan makes use of the example of day and night. During daytime, we human beings are awake, supposed to be awake. That was how it was earlier. Daytime people used to be awake, but now there is lot of night shift. The day in America is the day for many people, in India also, because they have to be awake when it is when it is working time in America. Therefore, this example does not fit for many people today. During daytime, most of the people are awake. Then we are aware of the objects during daytime, but then at the same daytime there are some animals, nocturnal animals. Some of the nocturnal animals, they don't see during daytime, or they are not active during daytime. It is sleeping time for them. Naktancharaha. Naktamcharaha means those who do their activities at night, like rats, etc. nocturnal animals. Our day is night for them, and our night is day for them, because they are awake. When we are asleep, they are awake. Likewise, the Brahman, the absolute reality, which is Advaita, it is compared to day of a jnani. For a jnani, Advaita is like daytime, because a jnani is awake to the reality that is Advaita, Brahman, the Paramartha Tattva. A jnani is wide awake to it. Therefore, it is compared to the day of a jnani. Whereas, for ajnanis, for the ignorant ones, the Advaita is like night, because they are not awake to it. The absolute reality is like night for ajnanis. Therefore, Bhagavan says, the day of a jnani is like night for an ajnani. Likewise, the day of an ajnani, in which an ajnani is awake, an ajnani is awake to the Dvaita, the duality. He attributes absolute reality to the Dvaita Prapancha. Therefore, Dvaita is like a day for an ajnani. But then the jnani knows that it is not real. Instead, it is avidya. The duality is a projection of avidya. A jnani knows it. Therefore, from a jnani's standpoint of view, an ajnani is sleeping and dreaming. The reality that an ajnani sees is like a dream for a jnani. Therefore, from a jnani's standpoint, Dvaita is like night. The Dvaita to which an ajnani is awake is like night for a jnani. And by this, Krishna implies that from a jnani standpoint, Dvaita is unreal. And all actions and all factors related to action are in the domain of Dvaita. Therefore, from a jnani standpoint, all actions as well as all factors related to action are unreal. Therefore, a jnani is free from karma. Vidushaha karma bhavaha. See the verse. Ya nisha sarvabhutanam. Ya, that which sarvabhutanam nisha, it is like night for all other beings. Sarvabhutanam. Other beings means ajnanis. All beings. In general, people are ajnanis. Jnanis are a few. Sarvabhutanam nisha tasyam sanyami jagarti. Tasyam, in that. And Bhashyakara will say it is Advaitam, Paramartha Tattvam, the absolute truth, Brahman, Advaitam, Tasyam, Nishayam, which is Nisha for other people. Sanyami Jagarti. Sanyami literally means one who has mastery over his mind and senses. A man of self-discipline, referring to a jnani. Jnani, Vidwan, Jagarti, he is awake to it. He wakes up. Means for him it is like a day. Yasyam jagrati bhutani. Yasyam, in which bhutani jagrati. The other beings, they are awake, referring to Dvaita. Dvaita prapancha. Sa pashyato munehe nisha. It is nisha. It is night from the standpoint of a jnani. Pashyataha munehe refers to a jnani. Pashyataha, one who sees the truth. Paramartha tattvam pashyataha. Munehe, a muni, a jnani, for him it is night, because he is aware that it is all mithya. It is all product of avidya. See the Sambandha, Bhashya. Yoyam laukikaha vaidikascha vyavaharaha saha utpanna vivekajnanasya sthita prajnasya avidya karyatvat avidya nivrittau nivartate अविद्यायाश्च विद्याविरोधात् निवृत्तिः इत्येतमर्थं स्फुटीकुर्वन् आह योऽयं लौकिको वैदिकश्च व्यवहारः. The laukika vyavahara and Vaidika vyavahara. Vyavaharas are of two types. Transactions are of two types. One is laukika vyavahara. Laukika means the transactions that are not based on Veda Pramana. Like eating. Eating is not told in the Veda. You have to eat every day. Veda does not say that. Then how do you know that we should eat? Because we feel hungry. It is laukika vyavahara. Then there are Vaidika vyavahara. What are the Vaidika vyavahara? Anything that is enjoined in the Veda. Any rituals, etc. Sandhya vandanadikam, Agnihotradikam. It is Vaidika vyavahara. Referring to Shastriya vyavahara. All Shastriya vyavahara, whether it is told in the Shruti or Smriti. Laukika vyavahara and Shastriya vyavahara. Saha vyavaharaha. Utpannatma vivekajnanasya sthitaprajnasya nivartate. The vyavahara ceases, comes to an end, nivartate, for a jnani who is a sthitaprajnasya. And how he becomes a sthitaprajnaha? Utpannatma vivekajnanasya. He has attained the Atma Jnana, Atma Vivekajnana. He knows the distinction of Atma from the Anatma. That is why Atma Jnana is called Atma Viveka Jnana. Atma Jnana is in the form of a Viveka. Atma Anatma Viveka. Satya Mithya Viveka. Utpanna Viveka Jnanasya Nivartate. Why nivartate? Avidyakaryatvat. Since vyavahara, all actions are avidyakarya. They are the products of avidya. Therefore, avidya nivrittau nivartate. When the avidya is gone, all the vyavahara also goes away. Avidyayascha vidyavirodhat nivrittihi. Avidya, how does avidya go away? Vyavahara goes away when avidya is removed. How is avidya removed? Avidyayascha vidyavirodhat nivrittihi. Avidya is removed by vidya. When vidya arises, when jnana arises, avidya goes away, because avidyayaha vidyavirodhat. Because avidya is opposed to vidya. Ityetamartham sphuti kurvan aha. The following shloka clarifies this fact. Ityetamartham sphutīkurvan, clarifying this fact. Aha, Bhagavan says, Ya nisha ratrihi sarvapadarthanam avivekakari tamasvabhavatvat sarvesham bhutanam sarvabhutanam kim tat paramarthatattvam स्थितप्रज्ञस्य विषयः यथा नक्तञ्चराणाम् अहरेव सत् अन्येषां निशा भवति तद्वत् नक्तञ्चरस्थानीयानाम् अज्ञानां सर्वभूतानां निशा इव निशा परमार्थतत्वम् अगोचरत्वात् अतद्बुद्धीनां तस्यां परमार्थतत्त्वलक्षणायां अज्ञाननिद्रायाः प्रबुद्धः जागर्ति संयमी संयमवान् जितेन्द्रियः योगी इत्यर्थः। या निशा, निशा means ratrihi, night. Nisha is a synonym of ratrihi. And Bhashyakara describes ratri. Sarva padarthanam avivekakari. When the night, when it is night, when night starts, one cannot see objects clearly. It blurs the objects. Sarva padarthanam avivekakari. It covers the objects, veils the objects, creates aviveka, lack of distinct recognition of various objects. Means one cannot see clearly. And why is it so? Tamasvabhavatvat. Because night is darkness in nature. Night is characterized by darkness. Tamas. Therefore, during night, one does not remain aware of objects clearly. Sarvesham bhutanam, sarvabhutanam. Bhashyakara gives the Vigrahavakya of sarvabhutanam. Sarvesham bhutanam, sarvabhutanam. It is nisha for all beings. Kim tat, what is that? Paramartha tattvam, the night for all the other people, night of people in general is Paramartha tattvam, the absolute truth. It is compared to the night because the Paramartha Tattva, People are not aware of the Paramartha Tattva. Sthitaprajnasya Vishayaha. Paramartha Tattva is the domain of a Sthitaprajna, the field of a Sthitaprajna. A Sthitaprajna is aware of it, but others are not awake to it. Therefore, it is like Nisha, like night for other people. Bhashyakara explains the example. Yatha naktancharanam yatha anyesha yatha naktancharanam nisha bhavati. Here, this should be connected in a different way. Yatha anyesham ahareva sat. For other people, anyesham means the people who are awake during daytime, like human beings. Anyesham ahaha eva sat. For other people it is daytime, but it is nisha for naktancharanam. It is night for nocturnal animals. The daytime, though it is day for all other people, it is night for the nocturnal beings. Naktancharanam nisha bhavati. That is how it should be connected. Anyesham ahareva sat. Naktancharanam nisha bhavati. Tadvat. Similarly, so it is the example. The daytime is daytime for other people, for human beings, but for nocturnal animals it is night. Similarly, in the exemplified, in the Darshtanta, Ajnani should be compared to Naktanchara. Naktancharaस्थानीयानाम ajnanam sarvabhutanam. Sarvabhutanam, all the beings who are ajnanis, ajnanam, and they are naktancharaस्थानीयानाam. They are compared to naktanchara. They are compared to nocturnal animals in the example. Nisha iva nisha. It is like nisha, like night. Therefore, it is called nisha. What is it? Paramartha tattvam. Paramartha tattvam nisha iva. It is like night for sarvabhutana, because they are not awake. Agocharatvat atadbuddhinam. Why it is like night? Because atadbuddhinam agocharatvat. It is not known by people who do not have atmajnana. Atadbuddhinam means ajnaninam ityartha. Tadbuddhayaha means those who have atmajnana. Tasmin buddhihi yesham te tadbuddhayaha. Na tadbuddhayaha atadbuddhayaha. Ajnaninaha ityartha. Agocharatvat. For them it is not available. They are not aware of it. Therefore, it is night for ajnanis. Tasyam, in that kind of paramartha tattva, tasyam paramartha tattva lakshanayam, in that paramartha tattva, अज्ञाननिद्रायाः प्रबुद्धः संयमी, the jnani who has woken up, prabuddha, from ajnana nidra, from the sleep of ignorance. Jagarti, he is awake. He is fully awake to the Atma Tattva, fully awake to Advaita. And who is he? Sanyami, Sanyamavan. Sanyami is equal to Sanyamavan, one who has Sanyama. And Sanyama means Indriya Nigraha. Therefore, Sanyami is called Jitendriyaha, one who has mastery over the senses. And who is the one? Yogi ityarthaha. Yogi means Jnani ityarthaha. So this is first half. Now second half. Bhashya, explanation of the second half. Yasyam grahya grahaka bheda lakshanayam avidyanishayam prasuptani eva bhutani jagrati iti uchyate yasyam nishayam prasupta iva स्वप्नदृशः सा निशा अविद्यारूपत्वात् परमार्थतत्त्वं पश्यतो मुनेः यस्यां निशायां. Another nisha, and this nisha is nisha of a jnani. Previously we discussed the nisha of an ajnani. So now we are talking about nisha of a jnani. And what is that nisha? Grahya grahaka bheda lakshanayam avidyanishayam. It is avidyanisha, the night which is characterized by avidya. And what is avidya? Grahya grahaka bheda lakshanayam. It is not the original avidya, not mula vidya. Bhashyakara calls grahya grahaka bheda as avidya. The subject-object duality. Grahya means object, drishya, and grahaka is subject. Pramatra prameya, seen seer duality. Grahya grahaka bheda lakshanayam avidyayam. Grahya grahaka bheda means dvaita. It is one way of explaining dvaita. Subject object duality. Dvaita. So dvaita is called avidya. And avidya is dvaita lakshana. Avidya is nisha, night. Prasuptani eva bhutani. So in that night, all the bhutani, all the ajnanis, they are prasuptani. They are really sleeping in the avidya nidra. Prasuptanyeva bhutani jagrati ityuchyante. But from their standpoint, From the standpoint of ajnanis, they think they are awake. An ajnani does not know that he is sleeping in the ignorance. He thinks he is awake. Therefore, for him it is like daytime. Yasyam nishayam prasuptaha iva swapnadrishaha. Just like in the regular night, prasuptaha iva swapnadrishaha. Those who are sleeping, prasuptaha, swapnadrishaha, and they dream. And in dream they think they are awake. They don't realize that they are sleeping. They think they are awake and it is daytime. They are not aware of the fact that it is night and they are sleeping. The dreamers. Likewise, for an ajnani does not think that he is ignorant and he is seeing the unreal. For him, it is very much real. Sa nisha, it is nisha for a jnani. Why it is nisha? Avidyarupatvat. Because it is avidya in nature. It is avidyarupa. The dvaita is avidya. Avidya karyatvad avidya. Because it is caused by avidya. Therefore, it is also called avidya. For who it is nisha? Paramartha tattvam pashyato munehe. For a muni, for a jnani who is aware of the paramartha tattva, who is aware of the absolute, for him it is nisha, ratrihi. So, the words of the shloka are explained. Now, Bhagavan Bhashyakara is explaining the purport of this shloka. Ataha karmani avidyavasthayam eva chodyante na vidyavasthayam. Ataha, therefore means since for a jnani, from a jnani's point of view, dvaita is mithya. Dvaita is unreal, like a dream. Therefore, karmani, all karmas, they are enjoined only during avidya. Avidyavasthayam eva chodyante. All the karmas, mainly the Vaidika karmas. When Bhashyakara talks about karma, he is talking about the Shastriya karma. The Shastriya karmani avidyavasthayam eva chodyante. They are enjoined only during avidya, only as long as there is avidya and the person sees dvaita as real, then he is entitled to perform karma. Because only when he sees dvaita as real, he identifies himself as the doer. And he attributes reality to all the factors of action as well as the action. And then the actions are real for him. Therefore, there is vyavahara. But when he does not identify as a karta and all the factors of actions are unreal for him, then there is no vyavahara for him. And even if he performs some vyavahara, it is as good as no karma. Even if a jnani is acting from the standpoint of his body, it is not a karma, because he knows that he is not a doer and his actions are also unreal. It is only vyavahara abhasa, as though vyavahara. That is why in the beginning Bhashyakara said, vyavahara, all vyavaharas nivartante. Utpanna viveka jnanasya laukiko vaidikascha vyavaharaha nivartate. There is neither laukika vyavahara, even the vyavahara of eating is an abhasa for him. All vyavaharas nivartante. Therefore, karmani, even the shastriya karma, they are enjoined only in the domain of avidya, not for a jnani. Even the shastriya karma are not relevant for a jnani. Ataha, therefore, karmani avidyavasthayam eva chodyante. The karmas are enjoined only during avidya for an ajnani. Na vidyavasthayam, not for a person who has jnana. Vidyayam hi satyam udite savitari sharvaram ivatamaha pranashamupagachatya vidya. Vidyayam hi satyam. When vidya is there, he means yasmat. Once again, reason is given why during vidya karma is not possible. Vidyayam satyam. When there is vidya, as soon as the vidya arises, udite savitari sharvaram ivatamaha. Bhashyakara gives an example how the ignorance is dispelled when knowledge arises. Udite savitari. When the sun arises, during sunrise, the darkness of night disappears. It doesn't take time. Sun arises at 6 o'clock and darkness goes at 10 o'clock. There is no time lapse between the two. Udite savitari. As soon as the sun rises, sharvaram tamaha, the darkness of night, sharvaryam bhavam sharvaram, that which is present during night, sharvaryam bhavam or sharvaryaha idam sharvaram, related to night, that kind of darkness goes away. Yatha savitari udite, surye udite, sharvaram tamaha nashyati, tatha vidyayam satyam avidya pranasham upagacchati. Vidyayam satyam. When there is vidya, the avidya gets destroyed. Pranasham upagacchati. Avidya disappears. Prag vidyotpattehe avidya pramana buddhya गृह्यमाणा क्रियाकारक फलभेद रूपा सती सर्वकर्म हेतुत्वं प्रतिपद्यते. Before the origin of vidya, during avidya, the duality which is called avidya by Bhashyakara, one attributes reality to it. Prag vidyotpattehi, before the dawn of vidya, avidya pramana buddhya grihyamana. Avidya is perceived as real. Pramana buddhya grihyamana. Pramana buddhi means accepted as a valid knowledge. Means one attributes reality to it. So avidya means dvaita. Dvaita is accepted as real. Pramana buddhya grihyamana. It is perceived as real. And therefore, kriyakaraka phalabheda rupa sati. So, avidya consists of kriyakaraka phalabheda. See, previously he said avidya is grahya grahaka bheda. It is one way of explaining duality. Now he uses another expression, kriyakaraka phalabheda. Kriya, action, karakas, factors related to action, and phala, result of action. It is another way of explaining dvaita. It is also avidya. Kriyakaraka phalabheda rupa avidya. Pramana buddhya grihyamana sati. As long as it is accepted as real, as long as it is perceived as real, sarva karma hetutvam pratipadyate, then it becomes cause of all actions. Sarva karma hetutvam pratipadyate. Then it causes karma, because one identifies as the doer and sees the actions as real, sees the result as real, then the person is entitled to perform karma. He cannot stay without performing karma. But when there is jnana, the pramana buddhi in the avidya is gone. Na apramana buddhya grihyamanayaha karma hetuttvopapattihi. Apramana buddhya grihyamanayaha avidyayaha. The avidya which is perceived as apramana. Apramana means unreal. When you don't attribute reality, it is apramana buddhya grihyamana. For a jnani, though the dvaita is there, visible, the perception of dvaita does not disappear, even for a jnani. The appearance of dvaita does not disappear for a jnani. It will continue. It is called Badhita Anuvritti. The Dvaita is negated. In his understanding, it has lost its reality. Yet it continues to be appearing. And that is what Bhashyakara calls apramana buddhya grihyamana dvaita avidya. The dvaita which is perceived, but it does not have pramana, it does not have pramanya, means it has lost its reality. And then it cannot cause karma. It cannot drive a person to do karma. Karma hetuttvopapattihi nasti. It cannot become karma hetu. It cannot cause karma in a person. Because he knows that it is all unreal. I am akarta. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.